So as you know, for the past couple of weeks I've been using the brand new powder coated Steelsheet by Prusa, and I've been using it on my Mark III's. So now that I've had a good few weeks to play around with it, what I want to do in this video is sort of share my experience and maybe help a few of you decide whether you think it's actually worth the upgrade or not. So I'm going to kind of compare both Steelsheets and let you decide. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing I did was obviously unbox it, and this is exactly how it arrived. It just came in a sort of thin cardboard box, and the Steelsheet itself was wrapped in bubble wrap. And it seemed to be sufficient packaging because it didn't arrive damaged or bent or anything like that. So next up, I was able to remove the old Steelsheet and install the new one. But please note, it's not as simple as this. You actually have to recalibrate your first layer. So before we get on to calibration, let's take a look at the differences between the two different Steelsheets. I feel like this is the biggest question a lot of people have, and ultimately leads to the question of what difference will this actually make to my 3D prints. So as you can see on the screen, we've got a close-up here of the smooth Steelsheet. And this is relatively smooth. Mine's got a couple of scratches on it because it's getting old. But if we compare that now to the textured Steelsheet, you can see that there's quite a big difference. The textured sheet has this texture on it, this sort of bumpy pattern. So let's take a look what effect this has on our 3D prints. This is the underside of an object that I printed using the smooth Steelsheet. And you can see that we get this kind of flat look. And if your first layer isn't perfect, you'll tend to see the pattern on the underside of the print. This isn't very pleasing to the eye. This is the same object that I printed using the textured Steelsheet, and you can see that we tend to get a much more consistent pattern, and this is a lot more pleasing to the eye, and this is pretty much the biggest selling point of this textured Steelsheet. Now if we put them side by side, you can really see the difference, and that new textured Steelsheet completely gets rid of that nasty looking first layer. Next up was the calibration. And as I said before, you will need to recalibrate your first layer height. And this is simply because of the way the textured Steelsheet is. The plastic has to sort of push its way down into the texture, and it can be really difficult to get things to stick. It actually took me a lot of attempts before I was able to get anything to stick. And I've seen a lot of people complaining about the textured Steelsheet, saying that they just cannot get anything to stick. I think it's because a lot of people are trying to match their textured Steelsheet layer height with their smooth Steelsheet layer height, and that's not how it works. So with the textured Steelsheet, your layer height looks really thin on the surface, but you've got to remember that the plastic is being squashed down into the texture, and that's what makes it stick. Someone left a comment on one of my recent videos saying, the layer height's too low, that's not going to work. Where in fact, any higher than what you can see there just simply does not stick. I think a lot of people will find this frustrating at first, but as with anything, a little bit of practice and persistence and you just pick it up. And now I can switch between Steelsheets every time and pretty much get going straight away. And remember, when you switch back to the smooth Steelsheet, you're going to have to recalibrate again. You can see that in the end I achieved a reasonable result, and I haven't had any problems with sticking since. I have a little bit of footage here of me printing the 3D object that I showed earlier in the video, and as you can see, the first layer looks really nice. It's really smooth and even, and I think I did pretty much nail that first layer in the end. So I think ultimately what this boils down to is personal preference. Both Steelsheets are very good, and I still use both of them equally. I have different reasons for choosing each one, and I'm sure you will too. A couple of those reasons would be, do you want a smooth finish on the underside of the print, or do you want a textured finish? That's just one of them. There's also things you need to consider, like, which plastics do you use regularly? I found that PETG tended to stick a lot better to the textured sheet than it does the smooth sheet, and it's also a lot easier to clean as well. Sometimes I found with PLA, if you're printing larger prints, you tend to get warping on the edges. That's really common anyway when you're doing bigger prints, because it takes so long to come back around to the other side of the print. So I don't think that's a textured sheet problem specifically. Another thing to consider would be the maintenance. Do you mind doing that bit of extra cleaning on the smooth sheet, Or would you rather a steel sheet that kind of just looks after itself, which is basically what the powder coated sheet does. I rarely have to do any kind of cleaning on the powder coated steel sheet. It stays clean. You know, now and again you're going to have to wipe it with alcohol wipes, but rarely, honestly, it just keeps itself clean. You don't want to be using acetone on it. That's really important. You can crack the surface and cause some damage. But yeah, all in all, it's personal preference, and ultimately it is up to you. I am extremely happy that I bought the upgrade, and I don't regret it at all. I'd buy it again in a second. So ultimately it is your choice. So before you go, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you that subscribe and watch my videos. It means a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more content, and please leave a thumbs up if you found this video useful. If you want to support me in other ways, there's a link in the description below to my Patreon, where you can support me financially, and in return you get access to some exclusive content, but it's up to you. If you want to see more of my videos, click one of the videos on screen, and I hope you have an awesome day.